welcome back to Adventures with Meg. I am Meg, and in this episode I am talking about It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. It's an adult chick lit, fiction, contemporary romance, and new adult. Generally, some places might differ, but that's what it's generally listed under. The synopsis is as followed. Piper Bellinger is fashionable, influential, and her reputation as a wild child means the paparazzi are constantly on her heels. When too much champagne and an out-of-control rooftop party lands Piper in the slammer, her stepfather decides enough is enough. So he cuts her off and sends Piper and her sister to learn some responsibility running their late father's dive bar in Washington. Piper hasn't even been in Westport for 5 minutes when she meets big, bearded sea captain Brendan, who thinks oh my goodness. Let me start that over. Piper hasn't even been in Westport for 5 minutes when she meets big, bearded sea captain Brendan, who thinks she won't last a week outside of Beverly Hills. So what if Piper can't do math and the idea of sleeping in a shabby apartment with bunk beds gives her hives? How bad could it really be? She's determined to show her stepfather and the hot, grumpy local that she's more than a pretty face. Except it's a small town, and everywhere she turns, she bumps into Brendan. The fun-loving socialite and the gruff fisherman are polar opposites. But there's an undeniable attraction simmering between them. Piper doesn't want any distractions, especially feelings for a man who sails off into the sunset for weeks at a time. Yet as she reconnects with her past and begins to feel at home in Westport, Piper starts to wonder if the cold, glamorous life she knew is what she really wants. LA is calling her name, but Brendan, in this town full of memories, may have already caught her heart. This story is inspired by something like Schitt's Creek. It's a rom-com about a Hollywood it girl who is cut off from her wealthy family and is exiled to a small Pacific Northwest beach town where she butts heads with a surly, sexy local who thinks she doesn't belong. I love Tessa Bailey. These stories are always cute. The style is fantastic. The flows are wonderful. And I'm just always a sucker for a good romance, so I know I'm going to get one when I know she writes it. Now the cover is absolutely adorable too. That's part of the reason I picked it up, as it's a little on the nose, but a perfect summer cozy read. I personally recommend a nice, quiet, drizzly morning with a cup of tea or coffee or hot chocolate, whatever you really want to drink. And this book, it's not a super long read, and it makes for an absolutely lovely time. It is part of a series, and I plan to read the rest of the series, hopefully on, a cozy day. I definitely I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a new rom-com for the summer, or anytime, but I find summers are really good for, a nice rom-com, especially if you want to sit at a park or sit by the water or just enjoy your time off from work for whatever, or your time off for whatever reason. I just highly recommend this story. It is cute beyond words, and it can be on the nose, but I love this story, and it is absolutely fabulous. That's all I have for this one. I will see you soon with a new episode, and I hope you're having a lovely day. Bye now!